The room fell into an uneasy silence as Elon Musk leaned into the microphone, his expression unreadable, yet his tone sharp. "I don't believe Representative Jasmine Crockett is fit to lead conversations around technological policy," he said at the televised Congressional Tech Oversight Forum. His words echoed across the packed chamber. Representative Jasmine Crockett, seated just across from the world's richest man, didn't flinch. Cameras zoomed in, anticipating a fiery exchange. Social media was already erupting. Twitter, now called X, was ablaze with hashtags, hashtag Musk vs. Crockett, hashtag Tech Oversight, hashtag Elon called her out. To understand how things had gotten here, you'd have to rewind the clock by 6 weeks. Tensions had been building for months. As chair of the Subcommittee on Artificial Intelligence and Ethics, Jasmine Crockett had been pressing for stricter regulations on data privacy and AI accountability. Musk, a vocal supporter of open AI development but a critic of excessive government interference, had been lobbying Congress to take a lighter hand. Their disagreements were professional, until they became personal. During a private roundtable in early spring, Musk allegedly dismissed Crockett's concerns as uninformed and questioned whether she understood the basic principles of neural networks. That comment had been made behind closed doors. No media. No public record. Until now. Back in the present, after Musk's cutting statement, a low murmur ran through the chamber. Crockett slowly reached into her portfolio and pulled out a small digital recorder. Her gaze was firm. "Mr. Musk," she said evenly, "thank you for your opinion. I'd like to offer a bit of context. With permission from the chair, I'd like to play a recording from our private meeting in March. It's important that the public hears the tone of that discussion." There was a pause. The chair, caught off guard, looked to legal counsel. After a hushed exchange, a nod was given. "Proceed," the chair said. Crockett pressed play. Musk's voice crackled through the speakers. He sounded animated, perhaps even frustrated. "I just don't think someone who studied criminal justice should be leading AI ethics. I mean, seriously, do you even understand what a JN is?" There was a quiet response, faint but firm. "I understand the Constitution. I understand civil liberties. And I understand when tech is being weaponized against the vulnerable." The room was dead silent. Then another voice on the tape, a different male attendee, cut in, "Elon, I think we need to keep this respectful." The recording stopped. Musk's face was unreadable. The public now had a different view, not just of the disagreement, but the tone, the undercurrent of dismissal. After the hearing adjourned, pundits scrambled to reframe the moment. On the steps of Capitol Hill, reporters swarmed Crockett. "Why did you wait until now to release the recording?" She looked straight into the cameras. "Because I wanted to give Mr. Musk the benefit of the doubt. But when he chose to question my fitness publicly, I had no choice but to show the public the full story." Support poured in. Not just from fellow lawmakers, but from technologists, ethicists, and everyday Americans who had felt similarly dismissed when raising concerns about technology's impact on society. "She didn't just defend herself," said one expert from Stanford's Ethics in AI lab. "She defended every citizen who's ever been told they're not technical enough to matter in these conversations." That evening, Musk took to X. "It wasn't my intention to disrespect Representative Crockett. I believe in rigorous debate, but I acknowledge my tone was off. We must bridge tech and policy, not divide them." It wasn't exactly an apology, but it was something. Crockett replied simply, "Agreed. Let's start with respect." The tension cooled, slightly. In the weeks that followed, public discourse around AI shifted. Crockett introduced the Tech Transparency and Civil Rights Act, aiming to ensure AI deployments are audited for bias and discrimination. To the surprise of many, Musk later expressed tentative support for parts of the bill. "I still believe innovation must lead," he said at a later forum. "But I've also seen what happens when those most affected by technology are left out of the room." Behind closed doors, sources say the two met privately. There were no recordings. No statements. Just two leaders who had clashed, and perhaps found a small sliver of common ground. The confrontation became one of those rare viral moments in political history that didn't descend into chaos or personal destruction. Instead, it sparked a deeper question in the American public: who gets to lead the conversation about technology? Not just engineers. Not just CEOs. But also legislators. Ethicists. Advocates. People like Jasmine Crockett. And maybe, just maybe, Elon Musk was listening after all.